let's flip the camera. There we go. Ah, this thing. There we go. Perfect. All right. I brought this too. Oh man, what the hell? Oh no, this is recording. I don't want to record on this. I want to go live on this. Brah. Go live. That's the button to push. Start live. There we go. Okay. And we should be good to go. You can connect to the Wi-Fi, whatever you like.
Yep.
I brought this, if it's in here, I brought the box.
Is that what the engine? Oh,
The dowsing rods.
nice.
Okay, we got that. Looks like we're good to go. All right. Oh, man. This over here. Oh, man. Oop. There we go. Sandy, how's it? Hiccups, how's it? Troy, how's it? Ooey, how's it? How's it? Well, for the time being, this is a new Judd trail. Because why not? Because I get reception, that's why. Alright. Hey, Malia. You made it right in the beginning. Oh my goodness. I'm not almost done already. Yep.
How do you feel about this area?
Historically or currently?
Okay.
Good stuff. There's stuff around here, but I don't sense that they're bad. I'm kind of, I'll be honest, I'm kind of hoping to find out what that thing that used to growl at me in the bush was.
Over here?
Yeah. When I would park up here, when I did the ghost tours.
Oh, the ghost was in the van.
Yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha. It was on this side?
Yep.
Not that side? This
Nope,
side?
it was on this side. Always, but it was further up. But I figure we're not gonna start off right there, you know. I mean, we can, but I figure this is all the same kind of thing, and why this whole area back there would not have any bugs, yeah, on this side of the road.
Hmm.
No crickets, no nothing. Oh, this light is too bright.
Yeah, I just have species. Creepy to me.
So I think this is a place where, if I remember, if I recall reading ghost story, the ghost stories that I would read about this place was on this. When you're going up the Pali, it's on the right side of the road, which is where we are, which is where the bus drivers would hear battles being fought and warriors yelling and that kind of stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. I mean, we're
Yeah,
not that
that's
far
Matt.
from where we were last week, right? And it's just,
It's different, huh?
yeah, I don't know. Last week was cool and groovy. This week, I don't know. It's
Well, we're on a
like I'm
truck.
looking around the area.
So I'm trying to picture this place 250 years ago. 230 years ago. Yeah.
It just gives off
808, how's
creepier
it?
vibe than the last area.
Then up, yeah. Then again, the night is different than last week too.
Mm.
This is last night was Polkani, right?
Mm.
No moon. No moon is Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Troy, no, this is not the place that had the wind battling. That's Manoa. This is still in Uanu. at a place where I have reception, but Matt does not.
Yeah, like I just, I don't know. I guess the guys on the chat and the live,
Yeah.
the phone doesn't do the area justice or the feeling like if they could be here and see their surroundings,
Yeah.
the whole creepiness of it is like
Yeah.
chicken skin can creepy.
Yeah. Nuuanu Valley is just cursed, bro, when it comes to cellular reception. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Verizon no work here. AT&T no work down there. You know what I mean? Like SOS kind, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You think they would all have the same like satellite towers, huh? So stupid.
All kind of like you never feel like
Yeah,
the
keep an ear
difference
out
in
for
the area
drums. Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we thought we heard well Matt thought he heard a drum earlier, yeah. But if that is, we'll leave. We'll leave you guys running over here. Don't worry. We'll run out. Cheryl, how's it? But yeah, last week I mentioned that there was a rope. I forget who I went up with then, because I guess it wasn't you.
I think it was me, bro.
I thought it was you, bro.
I think so too now. I was kind of thinking about that. I was like, yeah, I think I might have. I think we did walk up there a little bit, not too far, but
Yeah,
check it out, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you the one said it was like a hunting trail or something. You thought. Canada, welcome Canada. Coming home this summer. Yeah. Y'all ready for me, Malia? Girl, it's not even spring yet. Relax. Hey, Blue Mempachi, how's it? We stay right by the Pali. Right outside the Pali lookout. Joe, have you been to Japan? Yes, but never to do ghost hunting. My dad is a flight attendant for United Airlines, and so he used to go Japan all the time, Narita, and so I would just jump up with him, just jump on the plane and then go backpack. You go over there, you get 2 days off in the hotel, so I cruise around town, go to the hotel, and then he's gone for like a week, yeah. So I just backpack around Japan. Did that many times, but never did ghost hunting in Japan, which is exactly what I intend to do next time I go. Yeah, we go fishing. We never went fishing though. We just went make s'mores after we got stuck in the sand. Hey, Valo. Yeah, no more coqui frogs. Too bad. Well, not too bad. I like the sound, but I don't like that they're invasive and all that stuff. But yeah. Sorry, I stayed grinding with you. Next one, bro.
Sure.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Give them back to me.
Yeah. We'll run them up the trail.
So yeah, we have these tonight. There we go. More better. We'll use this a little bit later. I'm just banging my head and banging everything around me. But yeah. Yeah. So how's it? Aloha, good evening, guys. You can tell I get allergies because I'm allergic to work. My nose all red. I feel like Rudolph over here. But yeah, we over here, we're gonna do the same stuff again. Maybe tell some ghost stories. Maybe use some devices, that kind of stuff. Have fun, like we do. But yeah, this place is a little creepy. Yeah. It'd be good fun. Come over here when Hey Brenda. Hey, what's up? 808 Horn Warrior. Brother Sean. Yeah.
You know what it is about this place? There's too many. 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 The entrances and exits.
Yeah.
Like I don't know which way to look or keep my guard up for it.
I have better reception at the Poly. Yes. Um, Matt does not. Oh shit! Yeah, my bad. Have you never opened anything? Yeah. Oh.
I'm gonna
Also, I looked up my flashlight and never seen nothing.
Oh, about the turning off and on.
Yeah, the Portuguese flashlight. I'm gonna turn off this light over here. Let's see. Does this actually? Yeah, we'll do one.
Yeah, like Judd has one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
So I can situate myself to look both ways,
Yeah.
left and right. This one, how can I turn my head 360?
Yeah.
About five areas that these guys can come in and out of.
Yeah. Oh, and then get this drainage ditch right there too.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
He's one of those
Who's that? The kind of it.
not the white one with the red eyes.
Yeah.
The white one that crawls around with the red eyes. What the hell is his name?
What the hell? The
You know which one I'm talking about.
maybe
Mainland.
not the rake, huh?
The rake. That's
The rake.
Yeah. When they're big coming out of the tunnel.
Yeah. Oh, we should put the lights inside there. Yeah, I don't know. Last thing we need is one crab to come over and just yoink them. Huh? Yeah. Keep an eye out on the side with the big tree. Mary, we in a forest. What you mean big tree?
Well, there's two trail entrances to our left.
Yeah, let me point them
That
out.
heads up towards the mountain and the valley. One to our right,
Yeah,
one below us, one behind us.
yeah. So we get this over here.
We're in a little gully that's going to take us time to jump and run.
Yeah. We get this over here. Back here over here, we get this opening over here too. We get one right here and one right here. And then we get that thing right over there. So yeah. Hey, Big Island, how's it? How's it? We stay up at a Pali, Oahu. Yes, I say walking. Let's try to walk a little bit.
Yeah.
This thing get brighter or what? There you go. Oh no, that's Matt's light. Like your window shoots. You trying to look for Moo? Who's Moo? I think last week we was on the side of this over here. Oh, you sucker. Okay, we'll do protocol first. Oh, look at that thing. The branches over there went break, huh? Oh, bro, it's cold up here. So aloha to the spirits. Aloha to the spirits of Nu'uanu, A'ole Pilikia. Come here to be here, hang out, talk story. If you guys like come talk story with us, come talk story. If you guys like come check us out, come check us out. But you know, A'ole Pilikia, we don't mean any trouble. If this is an intrusion and you do not want us here, let us know and we'll leave. Yeah, e kalamai, no disrespect intended. I was thinking when it was windy the other day. should come up here when it was windy and see how it is. But brah, I don't think I like to be surrounded by trees when it's that windy. Up. Hey Lola, how's it? Keith, how's it? Ireland, how's it? How's it? The side rope. Oh, what the heck? It's got done with a new reggae track. Ooh, nice. The side, the rope, get the knots on was looking okay. We'll get the knots on both sides, over here and over here. But yeah, I think he's talking about this one here. Hey Ray, how's it? Hey Judo Mama. Over heavy winds over here tonight. Whew. Yeah. You know, I think there's some more stories about this area too. Yeah. Bye. Oh. Brittany, how's it? How's it? Hey Brittany, I took your advice at trying Rainbow. The second week, I think I had one person join last week. No, what did you hear? No? Question, if you're not supposed to take pork over to Pully, what happens if you catch one pig and live on the other side? I don't know. You gotta trim off the pulley. I don't know. That's a good question though.
What side they on?
You heard that though. That noise off to the right, like this, like a woman, maybe a child, high pitched.
When I was talking.
Yeah.
No, I missed that one. As far as the pig stuff goes, though, it kind of depends what side they're on.
Yeah.
Because I believe you kind of take from the east to west.
Yeah. I don't know anyone that go. I guess you can. I guess yeah. There's pig hunting down here.
Mm-hmm.
You go down over there by where Old Pully Road turns in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think it might be okay to go from west to east.
Yeah, I think you Sandy. Brittany.
But not east to west with the pork. If you catch them on the windward side, you just got to go down the hill and stay on the windward side. Then we go around the coast.
Yeah. I know. We go up Pully, catch one pig. Oh, I live Kanyoe, but we gotta go Makapu. Yeah, you know what? Like.
Well, that's what they do on the Big Island.
Yeah.
Because they don't go over Saddle Road, right? They go around Hamakua, if anything. So like from Hilo to Waimea.
Yeah.
That's how they avoid it.
Yep. Do you guys know why we don't take pig over to Pully or Saddle Road, Big Island? Yes, because well, whoa, hello there. You saw the lights. Oh, what the hell was that, bro?
Hissing when the lights went off.
It sounded like when pig going with his nose, breathing.
I thought I heard like a footstep. So I'm thinking that hissing was a footstep.
Oh,
I
cuz.
heard it twice.
I think they like me talking about this over here. Bro, what the hell is that behind you, bro? You hearing that stuff, huh?
Yeah. But
Big footsteps behind you.
but it's windy. So I'm gonna cough it up to the wind. But
Well, at the same time, that thing went off, huh?
I know.
Phoebe, how's it? Okay, so pork over to Pully. Get plenty. Hold on. I get a lot of comments coming in. Pork over to Pully, from what I've heard, was and Saddle Road to Big Island. I mean, there's a legend of Kamapua, Madam Pele, and the wet side of the island belonging to Kamapua, whereas the leeward side belongs to Madam Pele. I don't know about the Big Island though, because the volcano is the wet side of the island. You know what I mean? Just right over by Ka'u, by Hilo, too. But I believe that it's because the spirits either like or take offense to pork. Whistle. Hear that. You never heard that whistle? Either the spirits like or they take offense to the pork. Why? I don't know, but I do know that in the Old Testament it says a pork is an unclean animal and it's a cloven hooved beast which we should not be eating. Old Testament, not New Testament. I'm not sure what
So
else.
there's kind of a deep dive on the religious part with the pork. Took me on to that one there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then also, didn't Pele and Hamakua make an agreement
Yep,
when they split up in
yep.
their relationship?
And they agreed to never go to each other's side, but still yet. I mean, we have stories of Kamapua on this side of the island, on the leeward side of the island, and how does that fit in for the big island in Saddle Road? I don't know if any place on the big island is known to have Kamapua. I'm not even sure if there was a Kamapua sighting on the big island that I've heard of. I've never heard of one. Maybe it's because they only use pork in ceremonies and it was sacred to eat pork. Could be. I know that the spirits react to pork. They want pork. They like pork. And when you go to the Pali, the spirits, not the ghosts. Ghosts are people that died. Spirits are things like Hawaiian gods and demigods and lesser spirits and all of that kind of stuff, right? And they're known to dwell up on the mountaintops. Yeah. They're known to dwell higher up in the mountains, further away from people, further away from the bottom. And we are at the Pali on the very top of the mountain at the lowest point. And so that could be it as well, right? One of the stories I like, I always say, hey, I grew up Kaneohe, yeah, so I get all the stories over there, yeah. In pranic healing, they say pork is energetically unclean. Yes, I remember hearing that too. The story was basically like, yeah, I'll go tell you guys this story. I like this story. It opened up a whole new world, I guess you could say to me, yeah. So, hold on. Spirits, you guys like talking about pork or no? Jason, Hawaii, we get plenty, bro. We get plenty stuff over here. Ben, how's it? Hey, Haunani. We still looking down at the. We stay by the Pali. We're looking down over here. It's a little path. We think that the spirits might use it, and we're gonna go ahead and see if they do. Madame Pele would be a spirit, a person that was that was alive and died, and it becomes a ghost, right? That was a person, energy. Um, Spirits to me are different. This is just my definition. That's kind of what I go off of. So the story goes on the Big Island that I guess it was driving what's that road called? The one that goes up to from Hilo to Waimea. It's not the Belt Highway, huh?
Saddle Road?
No, the one that goes up on the east side.
Oh, on the old Mahalo Highway.
Yeah. That one.
On
Well,
Field Coast.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The big highway over there. The big highway.
Mahalo Highway.
Mamalahoa, yeah. And so there was a younger guy, and there was an older guy, and the older guy was training this other guy, the young boy, not really boy, but maybe 18, 19, 20, to do the job as a delivery driver. And they would deliver stuff from Hilo, and they go up Waimea or wherever they needed to, right, and deliver. And so this evening, they had to deliver a full pig, right? Somebody had caught a pig or killed a pig, and it was going to be transported, I believe, up to Waimea or in that area up there. And so they went driving up the road, and they driving and they driving and they driving, and then the car all of a sudden breaks down. They pull over to the side, right by the ditch. The car won't start up, nothing. And so the boy looks at the older Hawaiian man. He's like, "Oh, you know what I learned? Yeah, what I was taught was that by my tutu, down was that you gotta take the pork." And you got to give the spirits some pork because the spirits, they're not letting you go, yeah, because they want the pork. So I think we should take some of the pork. And the old man's like, no, don't do that. It's not ours to give. So he goes outside and he walks around the car, and he takes a leak on all four tires. He just goes shishi around the car, and he may or may not have been yelling at the spirits too. Then he comes back into the car, starts up the engine, and starts up the car. The car starts up, no problem, drives away, no problem at all. And the boy was just like, "What the heck? Hey, Joy, how's it? Cheerful Gardenia, how's it?" It's like, "What the heck?" It's like, To me too, I read that story and I was like, what the heck? Because I've always believed you got to treat the spirits or the ghosts like their kupuna, their ancestors, their grandma, their grandpa, their elders. You respect them, right? Here comes this old man going shishi all around to get rid of all the ghosts. And he's like, yeah, you see, if you were to do that, that would have worked too. But then every time you come up here with pork, they go stop you because they like you give them more pork. It's like, so every time you come up here with pork, it's going to die down because, yeah, you're going to keep giving the spirits. It's not ours to give, so I give them something else and they, and they will leave you alone now. And they not go ask anymore. So if that made any sense to you on TikTok, yeah. That might be one of the reasons why you cannot take pork up the pali. But, well, all we have to do is guess over here. It could be because Pele and Kamapua'a and all of that. If you appreciate Joe and this content, please. Oh, hey, Troy, thank you. Like, share, subscribe. I've heard wild pigs, razorbacks that live in the area like this are very good meat. I've never had a wild pork myself, but I would like to just one time. Oh, we used to. We used to have the kind of imu in our backyard on the street. Somebody would catch pig and then they would go put them in the imu, yeah? Oh, it's so good. Yeah, Keith, too much Ono pork dishes over here. The lights on the ground are EMF detectors. It's called a tripwire, if you want to look it up. When EMF or electromagnetic fields come up, and it will trigger the lights, yeah, depending on the intensity of it or the strength of it. It will go from purple is baseline, yellow is a higher one, but that the fact that it's staying like that, I mean, this thing is several years old, and it's still an amazing thing to use. So one light out of 9 isn't too bad. If they all start changing color like they did a few minutes ago when we first started talking about pork, some of them went blue. That's the first level. Hey, Miss Bernie, how's it? Then becomes green, then becomes yellow, orange, red. Has anything happened yet in Hawaii paranormal related? Jason. Bruh, get plenty stuff. I've been doing this for a long time. Hey, Gems from Ireland. Aloha. Get plenty stuff. If you look on my live in October, I shared about 2 hours of stories every night for the whole month of October. Almost every night. It's always great to meet a paranormal enthusiast as well. Another fellow paranormal explorer. I don't look for evidence. I'm not a paranormal investigator because I already believe in ghosts. I don't like waste time looking for evidence of something that I already know. My ex's uncle would hunt wild boar in Florida and crocs and alligators. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Oh, me too. I grew up with the paranormal. We get all kinds of stuff here. We get Japanese ghosts, Filipino uh, entities, creatures. Not so much ghosts from the Philippines, but yeah. And we get the Hawaiian stuff too, the demigods, the Madame Pele, night marchers. Miss Chief, Big Island, right on. Hunting night marchers. No, Robert, Aole. I eat crayons. Says, I was also told Big Island is her home and it's offensive to her to be bringing pork over the saddle. Could be. That could be it as well. I'm not too sure. Robert Xander asks, are the night walkers real on the island? Night marchers? Yes, they are very real. I think, see now, respect is always a big thing for me, yeah? We go into these places and we realize that this is not our place. That we are the guests in their house, right? Initially, my thought would be, I would like to ask them why pork is such a hot commodity for them, why they react that way with pork. But I'm not one to taunt or to push the envelope, right? It's more or less if I'm driving and something happens, then I'll ask. Like years ago, I was driving down the Pali and I had red eyes in my back seat and this heat coming out the back seat of my car. And I just kept driving because I couldn't stop. The road was pitch black, and I just started talking to it, but it never responded yet. Hey, Caleb. I would like to hold on. I would like to interview. I'd like to ask them questions. I'd like to learn more, yeah, from the spirits. But I'm not gonna provoke them. I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna make them react. Like if I was one stupid ghost hunter, I'd come up over here and I'd bring pork as a trigger object to see what happens. But that's offensive to them. So why am I gonna offend my ancestors, right? Yeah. It's the cliffs. Yeah, right. We're right down the road from the Pali. Pali is Hawaiian for cliff or precipice. You were here in May. So it's my belief, because that it's very likely that the battle happened all the way from the shores of Waikiki all the way up to the Pali, and the Pali was where the battle had ended. Yeah, the army of Hawaii of Oahu was pushed over the cliff, or a lot of them jumped over the cliff to their death. But I think that there were other points of this valley where the battle had claimed more lives, kind of thing, or outside of this valley, like on Punch Bowl. Um, I forget the Hawaiian word for Punch Bowl. Patricia, Big Island, right on. Wild or domestic pigs are better for Kalua pig. It seems everywhere in the Hawaiian kingdom is haunted, especially schools. Yes, yes, yes. Oh yeah, we've had a few lives where we've heard the drums and we don't hang out, yeah, because it's disrespectful, yeah. Even if I have the blood, which I may or may not, to sit down and be in the presence of the night marchers, it's still disrespectful to push the envelope. You know what I mean? There's no point in it. If there was a point, like I was protecting somebody who couldn't move, you know, somebody who had fallen and gotten hurt, and the night marchers were coming through, then I would do my best to stay there and protect them. But by no means is there a reason to, without the circumstance, to actually, like, oh yeah, I just like see them this way, huh? Yeah, that's not a good enough reason. I like know if they're real. That's why. Right, you hear the drums coming down the valley. You hear the chanting. You see the torches. You know they're real. What you like do? You're not gonna believe in ghosts until one come over, smack you up the side of your head with their spear. You used to hear them at your house. Yeah. Ooh. Thank you. I heard women talking when I was alone on an old 100-year-old house in Waimea. Oh yeah. You don't want to stay and see if night marches are real? I haven't seen night marches with my eyes. I've heard them at a distance, and that's enough for me. It, to me, logic kind of wins the way for me. If there are so many witnesses, so many accounts, so many documented reports of people who know absolutely nothing about this, and if they've been all hearing, if they witness the same thing, and they hear and they see the same thing, I believe them. It's logic. You know what I mean? People throughout centuries have had experiences. People have written about it. Missionaries have written about it. People who had come here from the other islands, I mean, from the mainland in the 1800s, in the early 1900s, they've written about it. Oh yeah, I believe night marches come up around here, but they're usually, if they were gonna come, then they would give us a big sign, and we would just kind of leave everything here in Hele. What did they? Yeah, they do come through here on certain nights. What do they sound like? You hear the pahu drum. You might hear the conch shell. You hear the drum, the big boom, 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 boom. You'll see the torches coming up the valley. You might hear somebody chanting. You'll hear the of of the conch shell. That was me, Matt. Don't worry. You'll hear that kind of thing. They're announcing themselves because, yeah, that's why, because they're sacred, huh? They. Hold on, something's going on. Is it true that they come? Yes, it is. All right, Jason. Nice meeting you, brother. Yeah, Brittany. It's been a while. Glad to see you. It's your Gardenia. No hot dog. No. No. I brought beef jerky instead. Beef okay. Not pork jerky. What is the story of them? There's not any the night marchers. You know what I mean? It's in ancient Hawaii. The chief would come out with his entourage, with the warriors, and they would go from they would go into they would march on battlegrounds. They would march to ancient temples known as the Heiau, or they'd go around. And the Ali'i, the king, was sacred. He had so much mana you couldn't stand above him. If you did, the penalty was death. If you touched his shadow, the penalty was death. If you looked upon him, the penalty was death. And so they would pound the drums, they would make the noise, they would surround him with torches so he cast no shadow as they came down through the villages, because they didn't want the villagers dying, the Maka'aina, they didn't want them dying. And so they would announce his arrival, and they still do that till today, their spirits, right? Oh, King's Trail. Woo. Oh, yeah. We did why, thank you. We did a live in October over on the King's Trail over at Mackenzie's. And we did Night Marcher stories there. That was cool. What's up, bro?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. As soon as you left, had stuff going on, bro.
Huh? For real?
I would have given it another 2 minutes and then checked on you.
No way.
It got a really weird feeling that there were noises all around. Yeah.
Kind of noises.
Walking on the left in front, on the left in the back. Just a different feeling. Everything changed.
My bad, B.
No. All good. The night marches can come whenever they like. How close are you to the cliffs? If I were to walk 10 minutes or less, because I'm out of shape, maybe, 10 minutes. But yeah, we're right outside the gate. If you hear the poo shell and the drums beating, just leave. They're coming, and if you look at them, they can take your soul. Yeah, exactly. They're not gonna chase you, but they stay on their path, that they do their thing, brother. They're doing what they need to do. Yeah, they look like Hawaiian warriors with the mahalo, with the helmets, sometimes with the torches, the weapons. It's just a royal procession. You see the ancient Hawaiian warriors with the ali'i inside there as well. Yeah, I was told night marchers now still protect natives and royals even when they have if they have passed. Yep, could be. Yeah, and why they don't like non-natives in sacred places. Yeah, and yes, you join them in the line. Yeah, if they take you.
One thing good is chilly up tonight. The air gets warm really quick.
Oh, guaranteed. Yeah. That hot wind, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll know. Okay, time to go.
Panda, but I can't pronounce your name. They call them. Sorry. This is the Nu'uanu Pali. Yeah. This is where the battle happened. 1794, something like that. 1796. The battle of the island of Oahu was conquered by Kamehameha. And at this place, there's a cliff that's a 900-foot drop straight down, where a lot of the warriors of Oahu ended up on the bottom. They were pushed over, they jumped over, took their own lives so they wouldn't end up as a sacrifice, etc., etc. That stuff. My husband's grandparents have a path that they say they walk through, so they don't put anything on it. Yep. Night marchers have also been known to walk through houses. but they don't manifest, in my opinion, scientifically, they don't manifest to the point where you can see them. So technically, you're not breaking any rules, right? If they're invisible and they're going through your house, then they can still spare you because you're not seeing them, right? Will it be safe if you scream? Yeah. What are you hoping to see? I'm just hoping to see if the lights change depending on the topics, the subjects that we talk about. The light colors change. Oh wow. Scary the things you feel down there. Pololu. Oh yeah. I wouldn't scream. It's not really good. Oh wait, how's it? The lights are going. Oh bro, the lights are doing something tonight, huh?
I just looked up too. I saw them all turn. Like boom, boom, boom.
Like the light just turned, and then you get freaking leaves falling right next to you. No, I've never met Nancy Caleb. You only hear that in my house. 10 years I lived with that. Oh wow. The lights would change color. You gonna try attack one ghost? I don't think that's gonna work. Have you ever seen shadow people? Yep. Hey, Lutty. Oh. Hey, Ma. Hey, Lutty. Hey, honey. How you doing? Hold on, I go see. I go say hi. Oop. Mom, what you doing on YouTube? Hi, honey. Hi, Lutty. There you go. Turn this bug off. Hey, Pennsylvania. How's it? Where am I at in Hawaii? In Uanu. What is something they didn't ask you in chat? I don't know. Gems, Irish. I don't do lives every night. I do lives every Friday night. So we'll go try. We could try something over here. Let's try see a different. Let's try use a different tool. We have this. So those lights over there, they detect EMF, electromagnetic fields, and that's what triggers them. Electricity. The theory is that spirits will take energy to manifest, right? Hence why you have a hot spot, why you have a cold spot. Hot spots, cold spots. Cold spots are just when they drain all the heat out of one place.
Like this one off again.
For real.
Yeah.
Hey, you can try and make the lights blink twice. If there's something there that's controlling it. If there's somebody... Okay, that was my finger. If you wanna let us know that you're here, you can make the lights go off twice, change color. What does it mean if you can see faces out of like trees? That's called pareidolia. I don't usually trust faces too much because it could be pareidolia. Pareidolia is something that we evolved with for safety reasons, where you look and you see faces in places where there are none. It's a survival instinct. Yeah, it helps you to survive. But even if it is a ghost, you don't go to places that are pitch black and look for things that are invisible. You know what I mean? Buddy Love, how's it? Just myself when I watch this on channel I'm mod for. Yep. Yeah, and so they can appear however they want, yeah. Ghosts can wear like masks and stuff, and they can appear to be big and scary, or they can appear to be tiny and cute, or whatever. So it doesn't even if you were to see a ghost, it may not reflect its true nature. I know there are many people that disagree with that, but in my experience, they can look however they want, and if they want to show up like this and like that, that's fine. I sometimes it does help. Sometimes it does help us to identify. Like all of a sudden, if like we had that tree at Manoa, that the whole time I streamed the live, it was a woman smiling, this beautiful woman. So let's see if I can find that picture again. Probably not. And the face changed. I had two friends come by, and they did not do protocol. They did not say hi or introduce themselves. And then the face got upset. The woman's face turned to be upset or grumpy. And then I mentioned that they need to introduce themselves, and then as soon as they did, the face came better again and happy. Let's look for tree. No, not in this collection. Hold on. Then I go use the stuff. Yeah, the dowsing rods. Tree IR. Tree at night. Yeah, I know. I get them on YouTube. On Facebook. I gotta save the picture. I thought I did though. Um, Hiiyaka. There you go. Here's the picture. Hey, you know what? Let's save them right now. Bruh, I just like save you. Why you gonna give me all this kind of trouble for? Save photo. There you go. So here's Parodilia, except that we watched her face go from happy or this beautiful woman in the tree to angry and then back to happy when they followed protocol, yeah? See the eyes, the nose, the mouth. There we go. But yeah. So here's a spirit known as Hiaka Ikapolio Pele right up over here. Right here. I'm sorry, I have like 3 phones over here. I'm trying to make them catch one thing. Here you go. Right over here. That woman's face. There you go. Just turned blue. Ah, I went miss them. What other things are they capable of? What things are spirits capable of doing? They're capable of doing a lot of different things, but it depends on. I believe it depends on you, or the person that's in there. If you give them the kind of energy that's like fear based, that's a different kind of energy. They can. That's more of a fear, anger, and passion is more of a intense but vulnerable type of energy where you leave yourself open. It's all offensive, not defensive. So it's not shielding at all. You're just throwing that energy out with no protections against yourself. So when you get super scared, they can do stuff to you. You know, that kind of thing, the spirits. Hey, mahalo, Sophia. I bought a silver hook from the marketplace every time Hawaii changed. Okay, well, let's do this. Okay. Yeah, I could explore the Pali, but I've done a lot. I've done that a lot. I've done that a lot, and no more reception up there at the lookout. I think too. Hold on, I go do this now. We get the dowsing rods. Yep. How you doing, Matt?
Good. This place out. Curious.
You can still see the lights. You can see me in the lights.
I can see the lights. I kind of see you. You gotta step forward. Oh wait, hold on.
I either gonna be blocking the lights or I don't like block the lights.
I think you can go that way a little bit.
To the right?
That way.
I don't know that way, bro.
Sorry, to your left. Got right here, good.
There we go. So tell me if you guys cannot hear me. Yeah. So let's ask some control questions. Is my name is my name Joe? Okay. Is my name Joe? Okay. Am I in Manoa right now? Am I in Manoa Valley right now? I use these things a long time. You're not doing anything. Can you point to map? Show me no. I'm getting hot. Hot? I'm getting hot. Yeah. Now I'm getting cold. It's spinning. They're both spinning. They're both free. So, could you show me what no looks like? Okay, can you point to my car? Can both of you point to my car? Can you guys point to Matt? Wow, I've never had these not work.
Well, we say Joe gotta reset and determine yes or no status. Then Joe gets something. Or Sean said Joe gets something moving a leaf behind you. Then we said establish. Gotta establish his commands first. And Sean said, I swear I've seen a blurred, foggy image moving the leaf on the tree behind you, brother.
Yeah. I trust ancestors. Okay. Show me what yes looks like. Show me what no looks like. Show me helicopter. I have a few. I'm reaching for my light. Bro, that's so weird. I've never had these things not work before.
Can you have permission?
Huh?
Can you have permission if you can use those?
Yeah.
If they'd like to communicate with those?
I think a lot of it goes off of your own energy.
Uh-huh.
And I got up at like 5:30. Simple solution. Energy drink.
If not, we said try to tell him to sit down.
Huh? Try to sit down.
Yeah, we said if not, try to tell him to sit down.
So, what these will answer yes or no. They are independent. You can spin them as much as you want and they won't do anything, right? See, like watch. I'm moving them around. You guys can use this to say yes or no, but usually I think it's my own energy that it's going off of, right? So, let's try to go down this time. Okay. Show me what no looks like. Show me what yes looks like. Can you point to Matt? weird, huh? Can you point to my left? All right. Can you point to my right? Very cool. Thank you. Thank you. You're kind of rusty, huh? Or I'm kind of rusty, maybe. Could you point? Could you point towards me? All right, we got one. Thank you, thank you. We're back. Can you show me what yes looks like? Doesn't like the yes or no question. Huh? Is there a spirit here with us tonight? Yes. Is it human? No. Is it a forest spirit? Is it something that was never human before? Yes. Did the Hawaiians call it akua? Yes. Yes? Is it here having a party? No. Is it here to protect bones and burial? Is it here to watch over the spirits? Eh. Is it here to keep them in the ground? Are they protectors of the area? Yes. Any questions anybody has?
I don't see questions. More just giving advice on what to do to get it to work.
Here's a question. Is it okay that we are here? Thank you. Is there anything bad in the area that would like to harm us? I don't know what that means, but okay.
Somebody made a suggestion to tell them thank you after every answer or after every response. Yes.
Mahalo, thank you. Would you like to hear? Should I go back down and just keep tell another ghost story? I'm gonna close my eyes. We'll count to 3 after I ask the question. I'll count to 3 and then I will open them up. Can you can you trigger the device behind me? Can you change the color of the lights? Are you able to do that? Are you able to change the color of the lights on the device behind me? No. Are there spirits in the area that are able to change the color of the device behind me? That's, I don't know. Do you know how the device works? How to change the color of the device? Thank you. I'm going to try that or no?
I can.
I know I know that it's supposed to be just one person, but I feel like asking that. Is what I try. But whenever you're ready, bro. Oh, bro, it's cold now. What is the story with the woman grave at the Pali? That's where the women from the battle were buried. Their bones were taken away to another country, I think, or somewhere else, state, and then they were brought back and reburied up at the Pali. Hey, thank you for the likes. Thank you for reposting all of that stuff. All right. Say thank you after every question is answered. Yeah, is a must. Really. So I I've seen the. Yeah, you know what? I think you're right, Uli. I am not certain how the dowsing rods work.
Remember the climbing, bro.
Huh?
No more energy.
No more energy, yeah.
Yeah.
But it goes off of your energy.
No, but like the when you show me these at Judd,
Yeah, they're different,
these
yeah.
there, like when I grabbed it,
Yeah,
like you could feel it.
yeah,
The
yeah,
vibration in the handles, the energy in it.
yeah,
Like when you handed them to me now,
yeah. Nothing,
it's like
yeah?
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm wondering if that had anything to do with it not responding.
yeah. That's why I was trying to kickstart it with my energy, but
Yeah, like I'm trying to feel something with it and getting anything.
if I find after I say thank you, I have more accurate answers. Akua is what the Hawaiians had called gods, and I say that with a lowercase g because I'm Catholic. We'll let Matt do his thing now.
Yes. Can you show me no? Can you spin around in circles for me? Spin around in circles for me, please. Is that no? Can you show me yes?
Oh, you're backwards. Funny, Mama Chloe just typed. Sometimes people say the spirits tell the spirits the cross is yes and open is no.
Does anybody here want to come? Communicate? Spread the two sticks open for yes. Across from no. Thank you. We'll try to reset. It's like it wants to go, but then
Yeah.
like it starts to move and then it just stops all of a sudden.
Dowsing rods are used for water sources and stuff. But in my experience using these things as well, I mean, I've used them for work to find wires and whatnot. But like, it's you can feel the energy, yeah, a lot when you're working with them. And so it almost feels like it's part of your energy. It's like I had a spirit come through a while back, my sister, and I knew it was her because I could feel her doing it. And it was it was the pendulum with that one, and it started just jumping around, acting all weird. Yeah,
Turn to the left, please. My left.
but the energy was hers. It was amazing.
How about can you turn to the right, please? My right. Something stopping you from moving these?
Right. So Kupuna, and spirits, ancestors. We're here. These tools are used for communication. To use the energy for communication. If it's okay to use that energy for communication, that would be great. If not, then that's fine too. But that's how they work.
Constantly showing up. 20,000 watts to my right.
I
20,000
wouldn't do
watts to
this
my
at Hay
left.
House, Sweet Rescuer. If there was a reason to, I would. But the Hay House, I like to kind of leave them alone. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll go there and tell a story or teach, so that the spirits there can enjoy it too. But if they want to communicate at a Hay House, they can communicate without these devices. Yeah, they use our energy to communicate, or the energy from our electronic devices. Yes, could be. Weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's like it seems like it wants to go, and then like something's stopping it or blocking it. But I don't feel much energy in these things at all.
I don't feel much energy here either. Hey, how's it? Like last week was way different, bro. The energy was giddy, bro. Then again, it wasn't this cold though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
It
also.
wasn't creepy though. It was more like a homely environment.
Yeah, the spirits were good, kind of thing.
No, like I don't feel like the spirits are bad.
Yeah.
Just
So I'll tell you what this place feels like to me. It feels like the mainland. It feels like the mainland at night, where it's cooler, the air is crisp, it doesn't have much humidity right now. So my, so what do you think about this theory? I thought about it a while back, but I noticed when you go to places around around the ocean, around water, places that are humid, that the spirits take their own form. But when you go to places that are less humid, further away from water sources, like Native Americans, their spirits tend to take on the form of animals. So my theory is this: that it's easier to manifest with the humidity in the air than it is without the humidity in the air. The humidity in the air are water molecules that they can move around and push and force around in the same way that you can throw sand on a piece of paper and you can draw something with the sand and every grain of sand. But if I just gave you a paper with nothing on it and said draw with no tools, it's much harder to do so, right? So right now it feels like there's no humidity in the air. So I don't know if the. But then again, when I did the ghost tours, I noticed the nights like this, where we would have a cold front coming in, were very active. Sorry if this was already asked, but what island and what area of Oahu? Hey, Jewel, we're on Oahu, and we're by the Pali in Uanu Valley. Do you keep track of the energy with the changing of the moon? I do not. I don't go out long enough for that. Have I ever done anything on Big Island? I spent about 5 days in October on the Big Island. We did a live from Mauna Kea, Volcano, Mackenzie Park. Where else? I forget already. Place I cannot say because I removed that live. And where else? Was 5? Yeah, 5 times. No, I guess it was only 4. Sure, you can recommend an area. Yeah, this is on Oahu. You live in Macaulay. Ooh, get plenty of stories in Macaulay too.
don't say we're gonna go Molokai, bro.
Oh, brah, I would love
Okay,
to go
we invite
Molokai
us.
too. Molokai, get what? One hotel.
We're gonna Molokai, bro. We're gonna pitch tent in your yard, Hawaii.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We go crash on your sofa, brah. Nah, nah, nah.
Biz and barbecue on me. Oh.
On the Hamakua coast, where I'm from, there's a town called Honoka'a, and there's an area called Haina.
I know. It's a spot, bro.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok from an auntie here that mentioned an odd experience on Judd Trail. Yeah, Judd Trail is usually where I go a lot. I know a lot about that, but I just don't have reception there to do it. Time Warp and Judd Trail, 100%. I've been to Kapa'a Quarry. I've been there as well. There's a big rock over there with the mo'o, the mo'o wahine, the first mo'o in Hawaii. Or, yeah, the first mo'o. Hau Wahine is her name. I would need to speak to the kahu over there if we could do one live. I'm not sure if he would like that or not. But I have been investigating there. I've been to Makua Caves with the ghost guy. That would be Lopaka. Kapanui, yeah. Back then, Haina is where they had sugarcane plantations. You know Haina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure my son, grandfather used to go play the tank softball
Yeah.
all the time in the park.
Paige. Kubo. I missed your first comment, I think. But you said, I swear to God, I was driving in the car and saw someone. What was that? You hear that noise?
Did a lot of noise. What'd you get on that?
It sounded like static came from my phone,
Hmm.
but that's never happened. I saw someone pick her up in front of me. I couldn't believe my eyes. Then they drove, stopped again, and she got out and was gone. Brah, I love this cold front. It gives me a reason to wear one jacket. Lopaka is awesome, yeah. You get a lot of activity in this area. I don't know. This is like really the second time I've done this in this area. She got scratches all over her back while he was talking story, and then he had to bless her. Oh yeah, Makua Cave is a place. What road is this? I'd love to drive that road, Peach. You get spirits, yeah. They like talk story, yeah. Would love to. Hey, Southern California, aloha. Good morning. Oh, Kapa'a. So Kapa'a get one story about the bride, the groom, and the priest that my one of my old friends, Obake Hunter, told me that there was a bride and a groom, and they picked up the priest to get married in Mahalo, and they was driving Kapa'a Quarry, and they got into an accident, and unfortunately, all three of them perished. And so when you enter from Kalaheo High School side, people will claim to see these three hitchhiking on the side of the road. And then when you exit Les Jardins side, they're hitchhiking on the side of the road. Further on the other side of the road. I'm more of a person where it's hard for me because I get three phones, yeah, to walk around and do one live. Maybe I should become more mobile. But then again, Kapa'a Quarry Road is not one road you like walk around at nighttime, just because all the cars, yeah. But I would love to investigate that place a little bit more too. I live Kaneohe. Night, Britt. Thanks for coming. Good to see you again. This is going to Kalaheo, like right on that long road before the bend. Yeah. You get ghost stories of Nalo. I had something happen in Nalo, back roads. Not really one story, but I stayed at places where I know. I'm more scared that we're gonna go to one place that's dark. Same like Waianae and Nanakuli, you know what I mean? If we go over there, we go run into some trouble that's not a paranormal related, yeah. We went back roads, cruising around, just looking for dark places, and we got to one little dead end where it was a dump. Like people had come over there, dump all their rubbish, dump all their trash, and we stopped. We were walking around. We got out. Okay, hold on. hold on, Joe. So they stopped. We stopped. We got out. We looked around. There was a little path going up towards. I believe it was a water tower, and it was this was like 10 o'clock at night. We started hearing noises that we've never heard before or heard since. Um, and somebody very big, walking very fast, almost running down the trail towards us. We all jumped into the car and dug out. Do you ever venture for special places on other islands with activity? Yes, I'd love to. I work, I have kids, so traveling doesn't really isn't it's something I would like to do more of this year, but every year it's the same thing. But last year I did travel Big Island once or twice. One, yeah, yeah, was a place I want to go on Maui as well too. Yeah, Wanupali. Yeah, no worry, no worry. That reminded me that same night. I'm gonna tell you guys another story. Let's see if the lights react to this one, because we're at the Palia, and the activity we've had here from time to time, sometimes, not very often, but sometimes, has been we have had Madame Pele present here a few times. We believe anyway. Full on, like, up at the lookout, you smell sulfur. The air that's blowing comes hot, and then that picture is was taken with all these faces inside of it. So, e kalamai, oli pilikia, no respect, yeah. No disrespect. E kalamai. Maybe I shouldn't tell this story. It's about her rival. That same night we did the Waimanalo one. We was driving back up, and we're just driving, looking for haunted places, looking for scary places, that kind of stuff, to see what's going on. It was me, my friend Obake Hunter, his roommate Jennifer. Jennifer is a psychic from the East Coast, and our friend Sereno. So we was cruising in the car, and it was kind of fun. After that happened in Waimanalo, Jen was telling us that there are there's a lot of people in the car right now, spirits cruising along with us. One was named Kainoa. Kainoa is a warrior from the Pali, but he lives over by the Ho'omaluhia area in Kaneohe. He's more of a Kolohe troublemaking brother, but he's also a guardian, yeah. He's a big warrior that died in the Battle of the Pali, but he likes to play around and mess around, but he's also a guardian, right? And so he was there having fun, making jokes. Cause Jennifer would laugh. She also said that we had archangels with us. We had, and she started describing each of their personalities. We had Michael, who was very just stoic, watching, watchful, quiet to himself. We had Gabriel and Raphael. I get those two mixed up. I think Raphael was more of the playful one. I can't really remember. Anyway, so we went over. This is it's a road called Auloa Road. It's if you come up to Castle Junction, coming from Kailua, you take a left, and it's a place that we nicknamed, and it probably somebody before us did too, 13 turns. It's a place with plenty turns, no more lights on the road. We used to go there when we was high school and just kind of do stupid stuff, right? So we stopped off over there just to see what get, you know. So I pulled over to the side of the road. Obake and Sereno get out. They start walking around, taking pictures with their camera. This was maybe 2010, 2011. And just looking for orbs and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And I get out of the car, and I could feel that there was something. And I noticed that Jennifer didn't get out of the car. She stayed in the car. And so I'm over there, I'm walking around the car, and I'm trying to get a feel for the area. I know no history of this area. I know no spirits in this area, no events that happened, nothing at all. Um, So we continue, so I was just kind of feeling it out, and I could feel it was a different energy. And the words that came into my head were primordial, hunter, and like a sense that this thing was older than people have been around. This thing, I saw it in my mind like an animal, a spirit animal that was very ancient. It stalked its prey, it hunted, and it was stalking us. And I'll tell you, it was terrifying, but for me, this was a test. Um, because I do the tours, and it's my job to protect the people on the tours, no matter what kind of stuff happens. And so I go back into the car, and I'm like, Jennifer, what's outside right now? There's something around us right now. She's like, oh, yeah, you feel that too? I'm like, yeah, what is it? She's like, put it this way, Joe. There's a reason why I'm inside the car and not outside. And I'm like, okay, what do you feel from this? And then she said, it's primordial, it's a hunter, and I think the other word was like feral almost. And the same words that came into my mind, she used to describe the thing as well. And I told her, oh, good thing, yeah, we get the Kainoa for protect us. And she's like, oh, yeah, about that, Kainoa left. And I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, he he needed, Kainoa left because he went to go get his friends. And he had to get permission to deal with this thing and to protect us. I guess there might have been some kind of kapu on it on the spirit side. I'm not too sure. But he had to go get his friends because this thing was that strong. And I'm like, great, so he's not here? She's like, no, he's not here, but he'll come back. So I went back outside and I'm like, okay, I can be brave. I can deal with this. I get guardians, I get that kind of stuff. And I go to the back of the car. I jump on the back of the car, I sit on the trunk. And to my left is the cliff that goes up, right? To my right is a drop off almost, like a cliff that goes down. And on my right, as I sit down and I'm trying to just attune to that energy, and I can feel it right there. I can feel it just like staring at us, just like ready at me, ready to like pounce kind of thing, yeah. And all of a sudden, I heard like that, like something running in the bushes towards me. And I'm like, holy crap, holy crap. And I got scared and I jumped off and I ran back into the car like, Jen, she's like, told you don't go outside. I told you don't go outside. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, oh, he's here, all right. He's here. And I'm like, I know, no. I'm like, oh, what the hell? And then she's looking ahead towards the windshield. And she's like, oh my God, who is that? What is that? And I'm like, what? She's like, there's somebody else here now. I'm like, uh-oh. She's like, I have no idea what this is, Joe. There's a guy, and she pointed, she's like, right by that embankment over there, and he's just standing looking at us. And I was maybe about 30 yards, 40 yards away. She's like, I'm like, well, can you describe him to me? Is he good? Is he bad? She's like, he's a guy that has the head of a pig. I'm like, a head of a pig? She's like, yeah, what the hell is that? And I'm like, for real, like one guy wearing one pig's head, I know what this is already, but she's from the East Coast, she don't know. She just seeing one spirit with the body of a man, head of a pig, and and she just like, what the hell is that? And I'm like there's a guy wearing the pig head. She's like, no, his eyes are moving, the bristles on his head are moving, his snout is moving, like when he breathes in. It's a real pig's head attached to a human body. And I just laugh and I'm like, oh yeah, that's Kamapua. Exactly, I eat crayons. Like, I'm like, that's Kamapua. He's probably a guardian. He's probably protecting us. His side is the windward side of Oahu, yeah, because he was from Sacred Falls. She's like, yeah, it looks like he's here to protect us because that thing left. Maybe Kainoa would call Kamapua to come protect us. Then the area got calm again. And I'm still like, I think we need to go, bro. That was kind of intense. So we went drive down the street over to Kailua side by the Kailua High School, and we went to 7-Eleven. I grabbed some energy drink, just to get my energy back to stop that crash, yeah, that adrenaline crash. And we over there like, brah, that was nuts. Unfortunately, Obake Hunter and Sereno didn't really experience that. That was me and Jen that experienced that. And we were like, okay, so what we gonna do now? You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, me, I'm the driver. I make the stupid decision. And we go back. And so we started driving back this side, this time from Kailua side. So we drove up Mount Willie, yeah? And then got onto Auloa Road and we started driving. And as we got through, we was going through Mount Willie, um, there was a huge white pig that appeared in front of my car. Like I'm driving down the road and all of a sudden there's this huge white pig and I'm like, oh my god, I slam on the brakes and at the same time Obake Hunt is in the front seat. He's like, what the hell is that? You know? And so we're now just at a stop in the middle of the road and I swear I hit this pig because I didn't stop in time, but my car went right through this pig. It was bigger than my bumper, put it that way. And there was no pig. There was nothing there. It vanished. It disappeared. And Obaki's like, did you see that? I'm like, what did you see? He's like, I saw a big white pig. I'm like, brah, me too. So, yeah, that was Kamapua. He's kind of like, brah, you freaking babooses. What you guys doing coming back over here? Get the hell out of here. So we went dig out. We went, I was like, okay, we pound for the night. We go back home. Sorry, I wasn't reading any of the. I don't read any of the comments when I'm doing the stories because yeah, I don't. It gets distracting for me. You used to live there in Mount Willie, Page. Right on. I don't know, James. We don't know if we get much activity, but yeah. There we go. We're back. Um, that one branch keeps swaying back and forth. I see that. Yeah, all by itself. But there is a breeze coming up though, so. But nothing else is moving.
And I keep seeing that thing in the corner of my eye, and I always make you jump up to look.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That one branch. I always think somebody
Yeah, yeah.
is sitting in the corner and move. It's like, what is that? And that one light that's on the end,
Yeah.
that one's been kind of flickering off and on. So
Okay.
that's that. That's its default, I think, tonight.
Yeah.
And somebody mentioned it in the comments that it's flickering, but
Yeah.
yeah, that one, that particular light is acting up, gang.
Yeah.
So the
So
person that brought up Haina, did you have anything to say about Haina? I know it's supposed to have some good stories too. The crazy hill, bro, you gotta go down just to get to Haina Park.
yeah, we go down Haina with some rods.
I can't remember the story, but I believe there's a resident
I
goat
can't find
there
it.
at Haina.
Oh wow. Ah man, we're on the wrong island. Hey Hawaiian Snow White, how's it? I want to come ghost hunt with you guys. Yeah, just shoot me a message. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Hawaiian Hauntings. Is that what's my TikTok? I don't even know. But I get them in the YouTube, the description of the video. I get all my links. We go public places, so you guys more than always welcome for joining us, yeah. But please let me know first, because we've had stream snipers, bro. It wasn't fun. Oh, Sacred Falls. You like see the picture from Sacred Falls? Bro, TikTok, I've only been using that for like, what, since July. I think it's Hawaiian Hauntings JP or Hawaiian Hauntings. I don't know. We stay on Oahu. Let's find that picture. Yeah, you like see Kamapua. I don't know if it's Kamapua or not, but frick, never thought I'd be coming Polly doing Kamapua stories, bro. That's the first.
Yeah, we gotta be on the other side of the planet.
Yeah. Sacred Falls. Oh. Oh, I don't know why this came up, but I like show you guys this. Yeah. This is Kaneohe. This is a night marcher's trail. This is what a night marcher's trail would look like. Hold on, I'm gonna try to get them so you guys can see them. You see how the hold on. You see how the pohaku is right next to each other. That's the remnants of a night marcher's trail. That's where it's been torn up. There's how all the rocks are perfectly flat and placed together, right? That's the Ali'i Trail. See how the rocks are just perfectly flat, like you can walk on top of them? And there's a drop off on that side, and there's a drop off on that side. Yeah. This is what you look for when you find a little path made out of stones that are this perfect. This is what a night marcher's trail look like. Yeah. Oh yeah, right over here too. And sometimes they're falling apart. They're in disrepair. Manoa Falls had one that looked like this, where it had little sections like that that was still there, but they tore it down because they didn't know what it was. Yeah, I thought that was cool. I want to go here at nighttime. I do want to go here and tell stories at nighttime because get plenty spirits over there. Anyway, I get distracted. What was I looking for?
Sacred Falls?
Yeah, Sacred Falls. So, 1999, there was a landslide on Mother's Day at Sacred Falls, which unfortunately took the lives of several people, injured many others. And since that day in 1999, on Mother's Day, the Sacred Falls Park has been closed. The hike has been closed off limits. You cannot go over there. Jordan, how's it? You have met Kamapua before? Ooh, awesome. When they posted, I forget which paper, but they had posted a picture of Sacred Falls State Park, the sign, and they published the paper. It had the tape on it and everything. I get the picture. I'll show you guys. But in the picture, they had caught a face that they didn't even know, that many people had called back and found it very disturbing. Here's the picture. Now I understand how pareidolia works, but bro, that is just one. That is one face. That isn't the kind. Oh, that looks like one face. You see the eye. You see the. No, this bugger. You can see the nose. You see the cheek. You see the lips. This is one guy that looks mad. That looks upset. Yeah. Yeah. Here's one with color. Yes, you have that picture? Yeah. Yeah. Just by 12 o'clock noon, they had discontinued that article, recalled all the papers, and reprinted it with a different picture. Yeah, that's another one. I don't think that's Kamapua. I think that's another spirit. That might be Kamapua though. I'm not too sure. So there's not much energy here tonight, but there's still stuff. I think it's because of the cold, yeah.
Definitely colder than usual.
Huh?
Definitely colder than usual.
Yeah. Well, last night was like in Kaneohe. I remember I was like, I looked at my daughter. I was like, "Bro, it's cold, yeah," because she bought me these sweatpants, and so she got them for me for my birthday in July. And I'm like, "When am I gonna ever wear sweatpants?" You know what I mean? And I wore them. She's like, "Oh, you wearing my sweatpants?" I'm like, "Yep." First time. Like, bro, it's cold. And she's like, "Well, how cold do you think it is, Dad?" And I'm like, "Bro, it's got to be 67 degrees." So she would pull them up. She's like, "Dad, it's 67 degrees." I'm like, "See, I told you." Yeah, do we ever bring offerings? Every now and then, yeah. We do the ho'okupu and stuff. And you know what's funny, Matt? The last several times I brought the present you got me for Christmas. I just keep forgetting the water. Sometimes we do ho'okupu as well, but it's been a while. I don't do ho'okupu very much because Um, Okupu is an offering, food, poi, whatever. But we think I might have to do it for this place over here, though. I I feel that if I do it too much times, that it creates an imbalance. The Hawaiians are very reciprocating, right? What I was telling us little kid is if you go up to somebody and say, "Oh, that's a nice hat," then they have to give you their hat. But then you got to give them something else of equal value, you know. So if I give the spirit something, I don't want them to feel like they have to give us anything. You know what I mean? I go scope them out.
You take over from me?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Sorry, guys. Somebody pulled up. Looks like they parked by the car, so Joe went to go check it out. Stories. Sacred Falls. I used to go fish out there. Out on the coastline, actually right in front of the entrance to Sacred Falls. So I would say probably back in the, I don't know, maybe late 2000s, 2010, around there, that time. So anyway, me and my friend go out there and we're fishing overnight over there, and the entrance to the gate is actually behind our back, and we're fishing along the highway, and we're facing the coastline, and the gate is to our back. And so all night, uh, we hear voices behind us, like people talking, like as if a group of people had gathered by the entrance of the gate, and they were just talking. So you could hear them mumbling and talking to each other and whatnot. I couldn't make out what they were saying, but I didn't say nothing. But I could hear them all night. And then finally, my friend turns to me. He's like, "Bro, nah, let's go already." He's like, "What? What's up?" He's like, "Bro, you didn't hear that?" Like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Come on, bro. Don't act like you don't hear that." I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about, bro. We're good. No worry. No worry." Wait a little while. Boom, he nudges me again. "Come on, Matt, bro. I don't like stay. We go already." So he's actually now hearing the voices as well, and I guess he heard it all night. But I mean, I just wanted to fish. I was die hard at the time, and so I'm over here pretending that I don't hear nothing. But granted, Sacred Falls is way up in the valley. So from the roadside or the entrance of the gate, it's way up in the valley. So you got to drive kind of far back. So why we were hearing voices and like a Hawaiian village of people behind us, I have no idea. But yeah, I have heard voices out there, guys, where you can hear them talking. And it was just like they were, almost like they were leaning on the gate and just kind of watching us and like, seeing what we were doing. So we ended up packing up. I don't want to put my friend through hell, yeah. So we ended up packing up and going. But I haven't fished there for a while, but you guys should check it out.
I like stuff, man.
Oh, there we got activity on the lake. Is there somebody up there?
You stay parked on the off ramp. Yeah, you know, you turn around, you go onto the off ramp, the on ramp. You just park it on the top over there. I think it might be a cop. I don't know though. And ever shine my light over there.
I was wondering because I saw the headlamps. This whole place was lit up for a while. So I was waiting for it to pass, never passed.
Yeah.
And then I saw the brake lights. But the brake lights was coming from this side, going up that way. So it never makes sense to me. It's like, what the hell?
The car's off. It's right over there,
Oh,
so we
it's
cannot go out until yeah. But then the cop, if it's on cop, they never lock up the gate. Maybe I would say maybe he's going over here for look for speeders, but you gotta have the light on, yeah. Look like he's in the right place for tag people.
Entrapment.
Yeah. What he's probably gonna do, he'll look for stupid drivers, and then he'll follow them. But I guarantee you turn on the light, people go drive better. Right? Yeah. I had someone whisper my name in my right ear 2 times when I was walking through the forest at night. No answer, yeah? I'm so afraid to encounter the searchers. I feel like they'd find me. Ah, the marchers, you mean? They don't look for you though. Scared falls, this secret falls. I used to live right there. Walk that trail bare feet and pareo. I think that would be scarier if I did that. Could you look at my last comment? Okay, hold on. Do you know a good psychic? I would love to connect to my dad. Yes, I saw that. Um, I know many psychics. However, I don't usually. If first of all, my condolences, but it always makes me feel a little bit like uncomfortable because send me a message. I can tell you guys a story about that too. Um, the grieving process needs to happen, and I'm not sure. I'm not one. I'm not a judge of anything like that, but I've had people ask me that question many times as well. And like, I don't want to contact the other side for comfort. If there's a reason to, then yes. But like put it this way, my auntie is psychic. She could see ghosts everywhere she goes. Her husband passed. She didn't see him. He talked to me on the spirit box for a long time, for months. All right. My dad heard him. My brother heard him. My sister heard him. His son heard him. Um, but he wouldn't talk to his wife because she wouldn't let him go. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. So I'll share with you one of the stories. I was thinking about this story actually a lot this week for some reason. Sorry. Um, Hold on. Let me finish. Let me take this energy drink. Oh, you heard that, huh? That was a long creak of a tree. Right when all the wind stopped. This is one of my favorite stories. That happened to my friend Gary. um, he asked me to type it out so he could share it with Google or something. So if you had read it somewhere, this is the source of it, where it's from. Um, Gary is. I haven't seen him for a long time. I should give him a ring sometime. Gary's from the East Coast of the mainland, right? And he's been a ghost hunting buddy of mine well over a decade, and a good friend. Um, I Every time we would go out, he's always the scientific mind. He's always a scientific guy. He always debunks everything. Psychics, see, and I drive people that are scientists crazy because I'm Hawaiian. I hear my ancestors in the wind. I hear them in the trees. I hear them in the birds. But science will just say, well, that's just the wind, the trees, and the birds. That's not proof. Hence why I don't look for proof. Like, for example, if the wind all of a sudden, if I said something bad and the wind came up this thing at like 30 or 40 or 50 miles an hour, now that's a pretty good sign considering we've been sitting here all night and the wind is coming from our backs. you know, and then the wind all of a sudden changes directions and temperature, and yeah, that is a sign. That's something. And I listen. So he never really got that back then. And I asked him one day, I'm like, Gary, what makes you? Why are you in this field if all you do is debunk everything? If you do you believe in ghosts, or are you trying to not believe in ghosts? He's like, oh no, I believe in ghosts. And I'm like, but you debunk everything. He's like, yeah, because science and blah 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 and that kind of stuff. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, why do you believe in ghosts? He's like, well, I had an experience. Do you want to hear about it? And I'm like, sure. So he told me the story. The story goes back to when he lived there. Gary, I think, is in his 60s now. He lived on the East Coast, and he grew up with his friend Tom. Little kid days, Gary and Tom were inseparable. They went to school together. They were neighbors. They played together. It was always Gary and Tom, everywhere. Um, High school, they were friends. College, they were roommates. In fact, it turned into a little bit more as well, where Gary and Tom both came out of the closet and they were in love with each other, and they were just so much in love with each other. And they had a place on the, they had an apartment after they graduated college, and they were living together and they were enjoying. Gary worked at a job, Tom worked at a job, so Gary came home in the evening, one evening, and as he's coming home, Tom is going out the door, and Tom's like, "Hey, dude, you gonna come to this party tonight?" He's like, "Nah, I'm kind of tired." He's like, "Oh, so and so's having a party. You sure you don't want to come?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm kind of tired. I'm just gonna go upstairs and sleep." He's like, "All right." And so Tom, he's like, I'll see you later." And Gary's like, "Well, Tom, if you get drunk, don't drive. All right. If you drink too much, don't drive. Just crash over there. It's fine. Don't worry about it." He's like, "Oh, don't worry, I will." He's like, "Okay, we'll see you tomorrow." And he's like, "Yeah, okay." Well, he comes home. Gary wakes up in the morning, and Tom's not there. So Gary figured, okay, he had a bit too much to drink, and he was just sleeping. He slept over at his friend's house. Gary goes off to work. Gary then comes home from work, and Tom's still not home. And Gary's kind of worried because it's in the evening now, and Tom is not home yet, and there's no sign that he has been home. And so Gary calls up the mom, Tom's mom, and asks, "Oh, have you heard from Tom today?" And she's like, "Oh, no, I haven't." And the three of them were like, they would go bar hopping. Tom's mom, Tom, and Gary. They would just go all around. So they were like the three musketeers kind of thing, he said. And so um, they couldn't find Tom. They called around. They couldn't find him. And then early in the evening, they got a knock at the door, and it was a police officer that asked if Tom had if this was a place where Tom lived, and he said yes. He's like, "I'm sorry to tell you, but Tom passed away last night. He got hit by a drunk driver on the way home, and he died." And Gary was devastated. Tom's mom was devastated. The morning was intense. The days turned into weeks. The weeks turned into months. The months turned into years. And they didn't really get over the loss of Tom. Tom was everywhere in their life, and they mourned him every single day. After 3 or so years, they did everything they could. Tom had this brown beat up car. I think Gary said it was like a Grand Prix or something, or one of those metal cars. Monte Carlo, yeah, that's the one. Like a brown Monte Carlo. And so the parents sold the Monte Carlo to somebody that lived in Florida, far, far, far away. Like, they lived on the East Coast, and they never wanted to see that car again. They wanted to get rid of all the memories of Tom because they could not move past his death. Hey, Jennifer, how's it? Aloha. And they tried and they tried and they tried, and it still didn't work. And then one day, Gary's in a convenience store picking up some just groceries, milk, cereal, eggs, that kind of stuff. Talking to the cashier a little bit, talking story, and then he goes outside to go home, and he sees that brown Monte Carlo right in front of the store. And he's like, "What the hell?" He's looking at this Monte Carlo, and he's like, "This is Tom's car." And he walks by, he looks in the driver's side window, and the window goes down, and there's Tom sitting in the front seat. Um, Gary is just staring at Tom, his friend who had died, and his jaw drops and they just stare at each other for a while. And finally, Gary says, "Dude, you're dead." Tom's like, "Yeah, about that. We need to have a talk. Let's go for a drive." Gary goes around the car, jumps in the passenger seat, sits down, and just is staring at Tom as Tom starts driving away. And they're going around the block, and nothing is happening. And then finally, Gary looks at him. He's like, "Are you an angel?" And Tom's like, "It's about that. This is what we need to talk about." "No, I'm not an angel. I." He's like, "I can't be at peace yet." And Gary's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I can't cross over knowing that you and mom are so unhappy." And Gary, he's like, Tom says, you need to let me go. You need to move on with your lives. You need to let me go." And Gary's just shaking his head, still in disbelief. And Gary is like, "This is not real. I'm having a breakdown right now. This is not real. This is not real. I'm going crazy. I'm dreaming." And Tom pulls out an envelope from the glove compartment box and sticks it in Gary's shirt pocket. He's like, "Here you go. That's how you'll know it's real." And then he stops his car, and they're in front of Gary's apartment now. And he gets out of the car. Tom doesn't say anything. Gary walks into the apartment, goes upstairs. As he's walking upstairs, he realizes he forgot all of his groceries in Tom's car. He opens up the door. He doesn't care. He's thinking he's going crazy. He opens up the door to see Tom sitting in the living room with all of the groceries on the dining room table. And Tom smiles and disappears. And Gary just walks right by the groceries, right by where Tom was sitting, goes straight to bed. Wakes up the next morning thinking to himself, "I had the weirdest freaking dream. I had the strangest dream. What the hell?" And he walks out and he sees the groceries that were still left on the table that Tom had put. And then he remembers the envelope in his pocket. He opens it up, sees something, and then immediately calls Tom's mom, tells her everything that happened. They meet, and he says about Tom driving and all of this. He's like, "I don't know if it was a dream or not, but take a look at this." He pulls out the envelope, shows the mom. The mom opens up the envelope, and there's a Polaroid picture inside of the three of them smiling. The mom flips the picture around and sees on the back it says, "I love you guys. See you soon. Love, Tom." And the mom looks at the picture and she kind of finally recognizes it. She's like, "Oh my God, I remember this picture." He's like, "Yeah." She's like, "You buried Tom with this picture. We put this in the casket before they closed it. This picture of us." And he's like, "Yeah, that's the same picture that I buried with Tom." Gary will still see Tom every now and then, he tells me. He will be driving or in a car, and Tom's car would pull up next to him at a red light, and they look, and he'd look and see Tom in the driver's side window, just smile, nod, and drive off. So he says that there's a guardian angel. Tom is his guardian angel, and he watches over him as in this life. So that's a story to me that shares the importance of grieving, but not grieving too much. You know, grieving must happen, but it can't take over everything. Death is devastating. Death is a loss, and it just of a life is horrible and it's terrible. But you have to remember that the story we're living right now is our story. It's us. Nobody else's. Nobody else is going to wipe your butt, brush your teeth for the rest of your life, look at yourself in the mirror every morning. Only you. Yeah? Everybody else is just a character in our story. For everybody. That's something good to remember. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that story. That's one of my favorite stories. It's not a scary ghost story, but I like the not scary ghost stories. You know. Oh, and the lights didn't even go off. Yeah, I was hoping that story would set the lights off. At least blue or something, bro. Blue is good. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Miss Bernie. Mr. Seymour. I'm on the island of Oahu. Yeah. Yeah, Mikey, I know. It's it's a sad part. There's a lot, but that's life. Life is always sad. Thank you, Jennifer. I just started the rainbow thing last week, so thank you for joining. I'm also on TikTok and Facebook, which is what I'm also currently doing. So my setup is three phones right now next to each other. I do this. I do the live every Friday night at 8 o'clock Hawaii time. If you follow, like, subscribe, that kind of stuff, we're gonna. I try to do it more. I also have a Patreon. If you guys want to join, it's free. If you guys want to do the free stuff, that's great too. I'll try to use the money to go to the other islands to go traveling and stuff like that. TikTok. You're asking me next time. Have you been down to Paradise Park in Manoa at night? Oh yes, I have so many stories. Aloha, Becca from River Beach. Goodness, we used to go there on the tour. It's 4 nights a week for 4 years at like around midnight. So I could tell you lots of stories about that place. We were there in October and we left because there was some kind of creature over there right next to us. Yeah, Matt. And
Yeah.
we had another spirit that was like it was we had a spirit that was harassing us, taunting us, making fun of us. But this came from Judd Trail, and it followed us to Manoa the next night. After spending 2 nights at Judd Trail, and then there was, like, I would say, a battle of the spirits. It was really interesting how the wind would just blow down from the mountain, and then the hot wind would blow up from the sea, and it was like they were just like battling, and that was right when the trees started creaking.
Hmm.
And then that branch that fell, I watched the branch fall right next to you, and then there was nothing there on the ground. That was so weird, bro. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry for your loss.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
I fucking couldn't. Couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
No, nobody should have to.
Nope. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna call it. It's been 2 hours tonight. Hey, Jocelyn from Seattle. Aloha. From Kauai originally. Right on. Whew, man. Yeah, we're gonna call it a night. So I'll go flip them around again. Let's see. And this, and there we go. Sorry, I look like Rudolph. I get the allergy red nose. But guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Big mahalo. I'm also gonna try to do very soon, hopefully by the end of this month. I would like to do a live stream until I like a long stream where I can see if I can hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We have 800 something now, so yeah. Hey, Sandy Bottoms, California, and Makakilo, right on. Oh wow, yeah. He was security when they filmed Godzilla. They filmed them up there, right on. Thank you, Light Crayons. Thank you for your manao, and thank you everybody for contributing as well, and for sharing all about yourselves and all of that. It's very greatly appreciated. Thank you to Matt too for coming out and sitting out with me.
No problem.
Yeah, but yeah, mahalo, you guys.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna just chill here for a bit. Follow, subscribe, that kind of stuff. Anything happens, I'm gonna go live again. But yeah, for now, I'm just gonna cruise them, bro. So, you guys have a great night. Yeah. Right on. So many cool people. Phone just decided to kick me off. So, yeah. Night, guys. Take care. Aloha. Oh, how do I do this now? That one, that one, that one, that one.